Hey guys, welcome back to Evony with Genghis on server 68. So it's SVS weekend, and one of the things I want to go over with you is this alliance tile. This alliance mine, quarry, lumberyard, farm, whatever your alliance puts down, how important this is. And this is something that you should be using not just on SVS weekend. I always leave one on here at all times, and I don't really gather too much from the world map anymore. But this tile is actually better than world map spots if you do the science right for it and you use the proper general. So we're going to go over this, and I'm going to compare the gathering speed on the world map as well. So obviously you can't gather on the world map during SVS unless you're trying to trick someone into come and hit you, or you just want to get yelled at by other people on the server, because nobody wants to give up negative points and lose SVS. And anyways, I'm going to send out here. I'm just going to send out with a very small amount of troops, and I'll send out a Queen Jindiok with 1377 speed. Actually, you know what? Let's see which Queen Jindiok I have on the Alliance tile right now, so we can get a pretty accurate comparison here. So this one is marching, and she has 1379. So let's look at the rest of my politics on my Queen Jindiok, and yeah, it looks like 1377 is the closest to it. So let's send out to a tile here just for a very brief moment. Make sure we have the right one. We do. And let's just send a very, very small amount of troops. So we'll send 100 troops. It'll only last 20 seconds. And we just need it just because we want to look at the actual gathering speed of how much we're collecting on the tile, how much per hour we are collecting. And we'll compare it to the Alliance tile, and then we'll go over exactly how that's done. So right here, we're on the tile. We'll do this very quickly. And you can see that this one is gathering at about 1.34 million an hour. And now we'll look at our tile, and we're at 1.516. So we're up almost 200,000 an hour, about 180,000. And that can be improved with science. My science isn't the best on gathering. It used to be very, very good when I was on Continent 2. It was never maxed, but I was getting there. But for the stage we were at, about 8 months to 1 year, I had very good gathering technology. And however, you can gain more on the tile. Obviously, when it's resource gathering day, you don't want to be on the tile if you're trying to win, because this doesn't count towards that. But you can see 1.516 an hour, and I'm just going to show you a report I have from overnight. So I was on the tile here for about 9 hours, and I collected 24 million stone and then 3.5 extra for having Queen Jindiok. Now, first off, we'll go back into the city. So we're 180,000 quicker on the tile, and there's more bonus as well. So let's look at Queen Jindiok. She is the only general that will give you a bonus on the Alliance tile. So it's very important to use her. So she gives you 40 more from the map. If you're on just a regular tile gathering, you'll get 40% extra. So if you collect, let's just say 5 million, you'll get 2 million in bonus. If you collect 10 million, you'll get 4 million in bonus, but there is no tiles worth 10 million. And now you get 20% from the tile when you do it. So you lose 20% there. Now, there are some other things that you can do that make up for world map spots. So if you look at Jindiok here, she gets extra 10% resource from gathering, and that's only on the world map spots. So you're now looking at a 50% from world map with her versus 20% on the tile. So you're giving up 30% bonus by going onto the Alliance tile. But let's look at some of the alliance science you can do to make up for that. So if you look in the advancement tab, and here there are all sorts of things that will help you increase gathering much, and you'll see that mine aren't all complete. I kind of stopped a little bit. So right here, increase the gathering speed of gathering stones, 70%. And then if you go to the very bottom, I kind of stopped down here because this was around the time when I started to rally more rather than be a farmer. And I guess I just figured out the game and had more time to join some rallies and started to use my stamina instead of my time farming. I still do farm if I go, when I sleep or if I go on a trip somewhere I know I'm going to be offline for 5 or 6 hours. I'll send them all out to the world maps. But anyways, you can increase the gathering speed on the world map. Now, if you go to your alliance science, you can also increase the speed on the tiles. And mine's not the best here. I have meant to increase it, and I just kind of put it on the back burner. I was actually finishing all of this, and then all the new sciences came out, and I was like, yeah, that's more important for me to get my PvP stats up. And now, if you look here, these are the big ones. Allows you to gain extra resources from the Alliance Mine. So Queen Jindiok was getting you 20% more on the world map and 10% more with her champion's gear. But here you get 40%. So now you're actually getting 10% more because 20 from Jindiok on the tile plus 40 makes it 60, and Jindiok's at 40 plus 10. So you're going to get 10% more bonus from the Alliance tile, and you're going to gather at a higher speed. So mine aren't at max at all, but you could tell I have a lot more way to go here, and you can increase that even more. I've heard of people who gain about 125, 130 million in a 24-hour span on the Alliance tile easily. And I've heard of some people who say they can get up to 200,000 if they do all of this. Or 200 million, I mean. I personally haven't seen the reports, but I'm sure it's out there because there's some people on this server who can gather 500 to 600 million a day from all the spots on the map, and if you divide that by 5 or 6 marches, whichever one they're using, that's 100 million, and the tile is much, much faster. So my science isn't the best to show you the max that you can do, but it will show you that it is more profitable to use the Alliance tile. And if you think about it, 2 days out of every 2 weeks, you can't farm. You can only use that Alliance tile. So that's 2 days right there. So that's a pretty good return on your investment. For just those 2 days, how much you're going to gain from the extra science and using Jindiok on that tile. And then you can use her the other 14 days as well. So it's actually probably more valuable science to do the Alliance mines. And then the other side bonus of it as well when you're doing the Alliance science is there's all this stuff in between that you have to do anyways when you're going to be upgrading. All the reinforcement science. Mine isn't max. Again, it was something I was working on, and it's just, your individual percentages work both when reinforcing and when attacking. So I put those as a priority, but this is just science. It's just a never-ending mission to get that stuff done. But this is my tip. Work on that Alliance science and letting you know how important it is to get that tile science up. Let me know in the comments how much you can gain. I'm sure a lot of my viewers are on newer servers, so you might not be gaining 1.5 million like I am, but some of you might be gaining a lot more. I wouldn't be surprised if there's some people out there gaining close to 2 million an hour from that tile, and then also the bonuses if they're using Jindiok as well. So let me know how you guys are doing on that Alliance tile. Let me know if you have any other tips with it. So this is Genghis, server 68. Like, subscribe, leave a comment.